It's November in Iowa. And for local high schools, that means playoff football. For seniors, this is the culmination of their high school career. For some, this is the last time they will ever play the game competitively. But not for all. Waukee senior Mitch Randall won't be playing his final football game tonight.
Randall under center again. This time, keeps it himself up the middle, across the 35, 45, 50, spins around and is finally taken down at the 45 into Prairie territory.
One methodical drive after another, Mitch leads the Warriors down the field and scores.
Send the slot motion across the formation, and Randall keeps it. 25, 20, 15, cuts it back inside, 10, 5, touchdown. Mitch Randall, 32 yards.
He leads, just like he has done for the last 3 years.
My 8th grade year, I was a fullback for the 8th grade team, and then I ended up tearing my meniscus in my left knee the 3rd game of the season against Ames. And then that following year, I decided I wanted to play quarterback, and then ended up winning the backup job behind Drew Johnson, which is a really good quarterback for us, and then worked my way up into the starting spot my sophomore year with the help of Coach Heitlin. It's been my dream to be a quarterback since I was little, so it's kind of a dream come true. I mean, I was just amazed. Like, there was a lot of great talent I had to go up against, but I was kind of nervous at the same time because I was coming in with a new group of seniors that I knew relied on me too to get the job done, but I think they helped me throughout the season, and we made the playoffs, which is a pretty good accomplishment, so it was pretty good feeling.
But Mitch didn't grow up dreaming of being the Waukee quarterback because Mitch didn't grow up in Waukee. The Randall family moved here in Mitch's 7th grade year.
I feel like he was ready for the move. He was actually playing for a baseball team up here, and that kind of introduced us to the opportunities up here, and so I feel like he was really ready for it.
At Tumwa, I played youth football there until about 7th grade, then I moved to Waukee, and then I played youth football all the way up until 8th grade or 9th grade year. I mean, it was a tough move. We have family down there we still don't see as much, but we have a lot of great friends we've made up here, and I can consider some of them family too.
Family is a motivating factor for this Waukee quarterback. He credits his dad with instilling the work ethic needed to compete at a high level.
I mean, he's put the work in with me since I was probably 6 years old. I used to play baseball, and we would go to the field like every day from like until I got out of school until 8 o'clock at night when the sun went down. And then even then, we went home and play basketball in the driveway. And then I think it was when I was 7 or 8, he took me up to one of the 6th grade practices he was helping the coach, and he put me some pads on, and we got to work up there.
If you're not putting in the work, you're not going to be there come season time. And Mitch has always had a goal of playing college baseball or college football, so he enjoys and appreciates being pushed like that. That's one of the conversations I had with him was, you know, once college is over and you go to work that first day and you come home, you're gonna think, man, that's it. Because what he's done to this point, being a multi-sport athlete here, is 10 times harder than anything he's gonna do once he starts his career.
So this past off season, I played baseball, which took up my whole summer basically, so about 5 days a week. Then I would have to come to football workouts, I would say 3 times a week, and then I would have lifting on top of that for baseball and football. And then I had a little bit of track workouts too, just trying to make my 40 faster in the 10-yard split.
That work ethic has paid off, impressing even his fellow competitors.
You know, me and Mitch, I mean, we've always got along really well. And I had a chance to work out with him a lot during the summer with Flynn. You know, one thing that really stuck out to me was, I mean, he was very intent on the little details. You know, Swenson, you know, talked a lot about him last year when we were going to play him, and he said that he reminded him a lot of, you know, Joel Lanning in high school, where, I mean, he was a dual threat guy, and I mean, in an instant, he can change the whole game.
And changing the game is Randall's specialty.
Randall keeps it himself, sneaks in, across the 45, 50, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Mitch Randall. Takes it to the house. 67 yards.
Ask them now what say that. I've been going to the top and I got what they not, so I know that they hate that. But I'm on now. All these lanes gonna zone out. And all these lanes gonna tell you what I did, and they twist and they worse till I fall out. But I know that, so I keep what I'm doing cause I own that. And I stay in the lab and I kill everything, but I don't ever move, I'm a Kodak. So I'm gone, finally back in my home. I'm working like so much, they swear I had me a clone. Can't answer my phone now, just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now. Back in my zone now.
Ballin' can't beat me up cause I'm back in my zone now. Back in my zone now.
Scouts were also impressed, but letters weren't flying in like you might think for a 3-year starter with stats like Mitch's.
Anybody that wants to play college sports obviously want to be Division I. And for one reason or another, Mitch doesn't fit that mold, whether it's height for a pocket passer or speed for a dual threat.
I mean, it was kind of slow in the beginning. For my position, I'm considered pretty small, but I am extremely grateful to have Minnesota State that offered me. It's a great school. I love the coaching staff there. I love the environment, and I'm happy to be a part of Maverick next year.
We went up there for a camp, and they really liked him, offered him that day. I'll never forget it. He opened the door and told him, "Hey, Coach, I have something to say." And he's like, "Well, you can tell me now, Mitch." And he's like, "I'd like to accept that offer." And 15 coaches came running in, giving him a hug, which was kind of special going where you're wanted, right?
But Mitch isn't done with high school just yet. The Warriors are still in the hunt for the 4A state title. And Mitch wants to bring that hardware to a school that has trusted him as a leader the last 3 years.
We have a great student section. Like, they come out to the games every Friday, support us even though it's a win or a loss. It may be big or small, but like, they're still there supporting us, and I couldn't ask anything more.
I guess my hope for him and the rest of the team is to play the best you can every Friday night. And wherever that ceiling is, get there come playoff time and make as much noise as possible.
I mean, we've made a lot of adjustments offensively and defensively, personnel-wise, and I think last game it was kind of just like getting into the groove of things. We performed well, and I think it's going to continue throughout the season. If we keep performing like this and improving, I think we can have a shot at winning the state championship, but that's if everybody executes the way we're taught.
State title or not, Mitch Randall has made a lasting impact not only on the Waukee football program, but on the whole school. He's set a new standard for future signal callers.
I just try to be a good role model, make smart decisions on the field, make smart decisions off the field. I mean, this is the town I've grown up in since 7th grade year. I mean, I've had nothing but support and love from this community, and I just want to give everything back.
Look at that first step explosiveness. Brayton Mitchell. Now, little cutback action, so it wasn't just a straight line downhill into the A gap. Right up the middle, no gadgetry, broke a tackle in first contact and ran away from the rest of the defense. And once again, you give it to the big playmaker, Brayton Mitchell, gives 6 on the board for the Tigers.
Your team is taking more L's than the DNC. I'm making rappers abort their careers. My verses are something like Plan B. Just because I got opinions, I know some people can stand me. Trolling on me with your minions. We
Has their hands off the ball. The great Mitchell, who takes it in for a Tigers touchdown.
When he puts that foot in the ground and decides that he's going to make a cut, he is back to full speed almost immediately.
Government trying to build walls, but we out in the culture just tearing them down. So don't believe everything somebody happens to write on the internet. Yeah, any tribe just for independent thinking, buddy, we've been a threat. Yeah, word to my people.
Looks like they're going to stretch it just a little bit. And Mitchell, there it is again. Once he just put that foot in the ground, goes north and south, and hops over the goal line for his second touchdown of the game.